The CEO laughed when he saw the single dad standing in the corner of the expensive restaurant with his little daughter beside him. "You really brought your child to a business dinner?" the CEO asked with a cold smile. The father lowered his eyes. He had heard those words before. People often judged him because he was poor, because he worked 2 jobs, and because he raised his daughter alone. But nobody in that room knew what would happen next. Minutes later, the sound of gunshots would turn the laughter into fear. And the man everyone had mocked would become the person standing between danger and the people who had looked down on him. If you enjoy emotional stories about kindness, courage, and second chances, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling us where you are watching from. Your support helps us bring more inspiring stories to you. Daniel Carter was a single father who worked harder than anyone knew. Every morning, he woke up before sunrise, prepared breakfast for his 8-year-old daughter, Lily, and walked her to school before going to work at a small delivery company. In the evening, he worked part-time as a security guard. Life was not easy, but Daniel never complained. His wife had passed away several years earlier, leaving him with a broken heart and a little girl who needed him. Lily was his whole world. One Friday evening, Daniel received an unexpected call from a former customer. The man worked for a large company and needed someone to deliver important documents to a private dinner. Daniel accepted because he needed the extra money. There was just one problem. He could not leave Lily alone. So he carefully dressed her in a clean blue dress and took her with him. The dinner was being held at a beautiful hotel. When Daniel walked inside wearing his simple black security uniform, some guests looked at him strangely. At the center of the room sat Victor Hayes, the company's powerful CEO. Victor was known for his wealth, confidence, and sharp tongue. When he noticed Daniel, he laughed. "Is this some kind of family restaurant?" Victor asked. A few people smiled nervously. Daniel calmly replied, "I'm sorry, sir. I couldn't find anyone to watch my daughter tonight." Victor looked at Lily. "Then perhaps you should find a job that fits your life." The words hurt. Daniel said nothing. Instead, he took Lily to a quiet corner and gave her a small sandwich. Lily noticed her father's sadness. "Daddy, are you okay?" Daniel smiled. "I am now." Across the room, Victor watched them. He expected Daniel to become angry. Instead, the father simply showed kindness to his daughter. Later that evening, Lily noticed an elderly waiter struggling to carry a tray. She immediately stood up and helped him. Daniel smiled proudly. "Always help when you can," he whispered. The waiter thanked Lily. Nobody noticed the small moment. But kindness has a strange way of returning when you least expect it. Suddenly, the lights flickered. Then came a loud sound from outside. People froze. Another sharp sound followed. Panic spread through the room. The hotel staff quickly closed the doors as everyone tried to move away from the windows. Victor stood frozen. Daniel immediately grabbed Lily's hand. "Stay close to me." He guided her behind a strong table and kept his body between her and the danger. Several guests began shouting. Victor looked around helplessly. The same CEO who had laughed at Daniel moments earlier was now frightened. Daniel remained calm. His years of security work had taught him one important lesson: during a crisis, panic could make everything worse. He helped people move toward a safer area. "Stay low. Move slowly. Don't push," he said. An elderly guest had fallen near the doorway. Daniel rushed forward and helped him up. Then he noticed Victor standing alone. "Come this way," Daniel shouted. Victor hesitated. Daniel reached him and guided him toward safety. For the first time that night, Victor looked directly into Daniel's eyes. There was no pride in Daniel's face. No anger. Only concern. Even after being humiliated, Daniel was still helping him. Eventually, the danger outside ended, and emergency workers arrived. Everyone was safe. Lily ran into her father's arms. Daniel held her tightly. Victor stood nearby, silent. After everything settled down, he approached Daniel. "I owe you an apology," Victor said. Daniel looked at him. Victor continued, "I judged you because of your clothes, your job, and your situation. I thought being successful made me better than you." Daniel said nothing. Victor looked toward Lily. "Your daughter is lucky to have you." Daniel smiled. "She is the reason I keep going." Victor reached into his pocket and offered Daniel a business card. "I want you to come to my company Monday morning. Not as a security guard. I want to talk about a permanent position." Daniel hesitated. "Why?" Victor answered honestly. "Because tonight you showed me something money never taught me." "What?" "Character." Daniel accepted the card, but he did not celebrate. Instead, he looked at the elderly waiter Daniel had helped earlier. The man was sitting safely with his family. Daniel smiled. He had not helped people because he wanted a reward. He had helped because someone needed help. Months later, Daniel started working for Victor's company. But he never forgot where he came from. He helped other struggling parents find work. He started a small scholarship program for children who had lost a parent. And every Friday, he brought Lily to a community center where they served meals to families in need. Victor changed too. He became less interested in showing people how successful he was and more interested in how he could help them succeed. One evening, Victor asked Daniel why he had helped him after the way he had treated him. Daniel smiled. "My daughter was watching me. I wanted her to learn that kindness should not depend on how someone treats you." Victor lowered his head. Those words stayed with him. Because sometimes the greatest lesson comes from the person we thought was beneath us. Daniel had little money when he walked into that hotel. But he carried something far more valuable. A kind heart. And that night, everyone learned that courage is not about being fearless. It is about choosing to help others even when you are afraid. Never underestimate a simple act of kindness. A smile, a helping hand, a kind word, or standing beside someone during a difficult moment can change a life. You never know who may need your kindness today. And sometimes, the person you choose to help may be the person who changes your life tomorrow. So be kind. Not because you expect something in return. Be kind because kindness is one of the few gifts that becomes more valuable every time you give it.